The following presentation is for mature audiences only. Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy.
Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy. It's patriotic. It's no big deal. It's the end of the world. I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome in to another edition of The Wild Side with Eric Clark. I'm your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day to give my video a watch and a listen. If you like it, like it. If you think other people are going to dig it, give it a share. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit that like button, and the notification button. That way you know when we're doing our live streams on Wednesdays and Saturdays. If there is a band, song, video, something you want me to check out, the best place where I go to get all my suggestions, down below is a link to our Discord server. Tria has built a one-stop shop for all things Wildside with Eric Clark. That is where you need to go to drop your suggestion. The tab on the left-hand side, YouTube reaction video suggestions, I think it's requests. Click that tab, drop a link, a little bit of info, and that's where I go, and I just kind of run through and pick 3 or 4 videos every day I do videos, and that's where I go. So head over to the Discord server. Do me that favor. Before we get started, thank you to Connect 200 Music to See and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Today we are going into the Wayback Machine. Red Bearded Viking. Yes, Red Beard Viking. Sorry. I worked with a guy a couple of times named Red Beard. I think he hosts in concert series or in studio, something like that. The in studio series. But anyway, Red Beard Viking has said, hey man, tell me your thoughts on TNT. Now, this is a band I am a little familiar with, so I think it was 87. I'd have to look in my ticket stubs. I believe, I could be mistaken, I saw them open for Great White or Quiet Riot. I can't remember which one because I was in the Army at the time. And I was home, I think I was home on leave. And I went to see either Great White or Quiet Riot. I can't remember which. And there was a track that the stations were playing from TNT. But to be honest with you, I am not very scholarly in TNT. So today we're going to go back to 1984 and we're checking out TNT and their track 7 Seas on the Wild Side. Here we go. I think they're from Norway, right? Yeah, and I think just the guitar player is still with them. Knights of New Thunder. I think that's their second album. I'm trying to remember everything. Great tone. Perfect. There it is, man.
We sailed with fury across the oceans of the world. The legend lives, it stays forever. We are ready, so beware. We are rulers.
Dude.
The glory's in our hands. For blood is our hunger. We know where we stand. We are rulers of the ocean, kings of seven seas. We are rulers of the ocean. Kings of seven seas. We are rulers of the ocean. Kings of seven seas. We are rulers of the ocean. Kings of seven seas.
Nice. TNT in the Wayback Machine with 7 C's from 1984. I laughed during the video for many reasons, and it's not, none of them are insulting or offensive. It's a great reminder, okay? Like in that guitar solo, this is 1984. I'll make sure I want to say this right so nobody feels like I'm attacking them. We were spoiled with this level of talent, because when you're hearing a song like this, it is an amazing song. It is the absolute genesis of progressive thrash metal. It really is. It's Viking metal. It's all of that. Early stages of it. And I laugh because I'm like, man, Viking metal looked a lot different in 84 than it does in 2023. And I think every band had to have the obligatory video where the drummer was shirtless in a pair of shorts. You probably thank Keith Moon for that. But yeah, in the 80s, it was like even Phil Collins had a video where he's playing drums in just shorts and no shirt. Every band had to have at least one video where your drummer is shirtless. But here's what you're hearing in this video. Number one, you're hearing why Gen X is spoiled. This is just one of thousands of examples that they were trying to keep up with and compete with. So this is the level of competition all other bands had to deal with. Guys like this. And I can't remember his name. It's like he's got like 3 names, I think, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to go back in all of my memories of TNT and trying to remember everything that I can about him, and it's starting to wear me out. But I think that guy's got 3 names, or it's like a 3-name name. But his guitar work drips 80s metal. It is why Gen X is so spoiled and so pretentious, because this is what we grew up listening to, and it was everywhere. And TNT, I think it was Great White. Because I can remember not knowing anything about him and like, why don't I? I remember like, why don't I? Like, I really should know who they are. So they are the epitome of the early genesis of progressive thrash metal. So everything is layered very well. The vocals are super clean. His ability to hit that range and maintain that range, this is long before Pro Tools. This is long before pitch control or anything like that, right? There is processing, but what you're hearing, super clean vocals. And when I say clean, there's no rattle. And I'm sorry, I've got a crackling candle next to me. So that's all, I've got that in my ear right now. There's none of that when you're listening to his vocals, because his control is so good that nothing struggles through the danger zone. The danger zone is the throat. And there are plenty of examples of 80s bands whose lead singers did not control the danger zone. So what that does is that depreciates the song around it. So no matter how good the song is, if the vocals aren't clean, it's going to sound that way. And it's going to rattle the little speaker cone in your ear. Perfect. smooth, really dominant, cutting but not jagged. Everything flowed through his vocals. There were no ramp ups, no drop offs. Everything was nice and clean throughout the texture of his vocal. But again, that guitar, dude. So when you're talking to old people like me, and you're like, why do you pshaw modern music? Why have we been disgruntled with the product that we have been receiving in the world of metal? Because, dude, this is what we grew up with. And it was not, TNT and YNT, and what was it about initials? Dude, that's something else too. So they were up there sound-wise with all of the other bands because they were all trying to, I don't know if they were trying to outdo each other. This was the era of the guitar god. So Malmsteen and Satriani and Steve Vai and guys like Eric Johnson coming out of nowhere with these really great tones and sounds and explorations and experimentations. And that's what you're hearing here, is these really cool early Genesis days of taking a mainstream formula song and within it exploring these cool new tones with the guitar. Just absolutely brilliant. So again, that's why they've got such the following that they do. So thank you very much to Redbeard Viking for that, taking us back into the Wayback Machine. Down below, let me know everything, all your memories of TNT and everything I got wrong and everything I need to know about them. And if you have suggestions for more, head over to Discord. That's the best place. Our moderator, Tria, put together the best one-stop shop for all us old metalheads. It's simple to use. She spent about a week with all of us Gen Xers. How do I use the new technology? But I'm telling you, the best place to go is the Discord server. Drop me your suggestion in the YouTube suggestion link. Put a little info, drop the video, and I'll go through there a couple times a week, pick a few videos, and do what I just did. So again, thank you very much to Redbeard Viking for that Discord suggestion. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Thank you to Connect 200 Music to See and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark, and this has been The Wyldeside.